Now that we've looked at the properties, we're going to apply the properties. So I have log base 5 of a squared b to the 7th. So we're going to apply the properties we can to expand. All right, so the first thing you do is, because you're multiplying a squared and b to the 7th inside the log base 5, we can split it into two log base 5s, right? Multiplication of a squared and b to the 7th now becomes addition of separate logs with a squared and b to the 7th. Now, if you have exponents on what you're taking the log of, that exponent of 2 becomes, using now the power property, that exponent of 2 becomes the coefficient of 2. The exponent of 7 becomes the coefficient of 7. Those are now the expanded version of what we started with. Let's look at part B. Properties work just the same with natural logs as they do with logs or common logs or whatever. So here we're dividing 25 and 3. 25 you can break down into 5 squared. So if it is a number that is a square or whatever, a cube number, like break it down. So 25 breaks down to 5 squared. Since we're dividing on the inside, we're going to use the quotient property to split it up as subtraction. So the natural log of 5 squared divided by 3 is the natural log of 5 squared minus the natural log of 3. Then you're going to use the power property of that exponent of 2. That 2 then becomes the coefficient. So 2 natural log of 5 minus natural log of 3. We've got two examples here. Why don't you give them both a try? So pause it, give them a try, and come back. Part A, first thing I did was deal with the subtraction, or deal with the division, which then was subtraction on the outside. So I left the r cubed and t to the 4th together. I only applied the quotient property there. Then r cubed and t to the 4th is getting multiplied, so I used the product property to split it up with addition. Then I used the power property to get the coefficients on the r and the t out in front of their logs respectively. You could, if you can do the power prop or the product property and the quotient property in one step, you can go for it. I'm just writing it out as much as you can possibly in this example, but it's up to you where your comfort level is with that. For part B, 225 is 5 cubed, so I rewrote that first. And then it's division, so I split it up with subtraction, and then power property on the second natural log there. You end up with natural log of 7 minus 3 times the natural log of 5. All right, let's look at example 3.